Hey folks, welcome aboard another live Tom Dog video. Afternoon time, folks. Hope everybody's feeling good and spry out there. Another day to make it right and whatnot. Back all the way full-fledged back into my chi. God damn, it seems like I'm so far away and close. Wait, I seem close up. Something's happening with this. Why is my head so big? Easy. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's a little better. Down. So, folks, I hope everybody's doing well on this day after 4th. I don't know if we're still counting days like that and walking it down like that, but it is a day after the 4th, and it's a good one. It's not the best of days down here. We did have some rain. It is hurricane season, but intermittently we've been getting served with some nice balmy flows, and some sheds of sunlight. So we as in my wife and I have a party to go to today. A nice summertime cookout. It's not 4th of July anymore, so it's the summertime. It's a summertime cookout we're gonna go to today. Very nice, looking forward to it. And I decided to go ahead and take a dip prior to. Although it's a pool party, I'm not trying to swim laps at the pool party. That'd be kind of crazy. So figured I'd get that work in now. I did speak with Wendy this morning. Lots to share, lots to talk about. As I told her, I said, listen, Wendy, I'll when I get on live, I have plenty to talk about, plenty of information, plenty of experiences up there, to share. And most importantly, think about and share amongst family. But folks, I will be going on a formal live, perhaps. You never know about this evening. It depends on what time I get back and what the flow is. But before the weekend's out, I'm gonna tap in. I do plan on, and if I know that a lot of times correspondents and people who do interviews and whatnot, reporters, they get back out here and check my feed. So, folks, if you see it, just know I'm ready to talk to you. Because I'm braggadocious. I like to share about how my sister's doing. And if you have the time, I got the dime. Does that make sense? Anyway, if you'd like to have a conversation, I'll go ahead and entertain you. Oh gosh, the time, the dime, and the time. I don't know. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and get busy with the Laparoonies. I don't see anything yet from anybody, but I do know people are checking it all out, and hopefully you're vibing with me. And remain patient if you're waiting for some info on Wendy. Just be patient, sips, it comes in sips, I'm not here to please. I'm here to just, live and work through and relate with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm no worker. All right. Later, folks. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the laps. I'm going to check back in a little bit. Let me just go ahead and get a little warmed up. Hey, good afternoon there, P. Juicy, Warren Baptiste, Freckleface, all you folks. Happy Saturday. Another day to make it right. Hopefully I'm catching somebody on the feed. I don't know if you're here now or were here a little while ago, but if you're here now, give it a little thumbs up or something on the side so I know that you're here. If not, I'm gonna assume that I'm all alone again. Guess I'm all alone. Well, so I'll get back to the business at hand. Always more laps to swim. We're going to a cookout. Yeah, VP Juicy. Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the business, in the pocket of health and wealth. Because where you find health, you'll surely find wealth. Yeah. And it's free. All you gotta do is pay attention and address the issues. And take it one day at a time. Yeah. That's the ticket. All right, well. It's always also good to train your lungs, so I'm gonna do some underwater training now. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go crazy out here. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's all we can do, VP Juicy. I was just looking at your message. You can always motivate, do better. Oh, man. Excellent, excellent. I walked last night during the firecrackers and stuff. You know, I told Nita, I said, we got to start walking. You know, I'm doing a lot in the pool and stuff, but there's nothing like getting on the pit and pat, you know, and I do it during the course of the day, but I want to do a deliberate walk. Like, okay, let's get out and set out and do a little something. And I can walk forward, backwards, sideways. I really want to get back on the tennis court. I've been telling her, look, we got to do this. I got a racket in the car. I know she's got her racket somewhere. If not, we'll just get another racket. I got 6 balls floating around my truck in cans, you know what I mean? Not stale and just half a bounce. They got the full bounce, you know, and vacuum packed and fresh cans of balls, you know, so we get the racket, the balls, and go out there and pick them up. Even if we can't reach each other or we hit them all over the place, going down and picking up the balls. And you know how many times you bend down and pick up balls when you're, you know, just playing, you know, tennis? It's a lot of bends, you know, a lot of pickups, you know, and compiled with the heat down here, it's surely to give you some sort of workout, you know. You definitely leave better than you did entering the tennis court gate. That's for doggone sure. So perhaps tomorrow we have a whole day to ourselves. I spoke with my dad. I'm going to see my dad tomorrow and spend some time. And looking forward to that. It was inclement weather, but as you see, the Mother Nature had another plan for the day. You know, everybody pull out your grills and get busy. Earlier it was like monsoonish type rain. Now it's nice. Hence, that's why I wasn't able to fly in so readily, you know, hurricane season. Yeah. You're not trying to hear all that when you're at an airport, though. It's like, please, that weather's not bad, fly this shit in there. Yeah. All right, well, let me get back to it, folks. Thank you, VP. We tried pickleball last week. I'm still sore. Oh, nice. Nice. Excellent. Good for agility and stuff, you know, moving around, picking up the ball and going chasing and stuff that you haven't done in a while. It's good. An activity tends to lend itself to things that you won't consider when you're just in a gym, you know, moving around, jumping jacks, this and that. You go there with pickleball or some sort of game that doesn't require so much skill but movement, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. Well, as I said, I want to try to work the lungs as well. It's important to work the extremities, but also that internal. So now I go ahead and do some underwater drills. So without further ado, let me go ahead to the other side. breathing is the key, you know. Always have controlled breathing, whether it's through conversation, excitement. Just helps. It helps to get that heart regulated, and you just got to know yourself, and I know myself, and I know I can use the extra lung workout, you know, uh, and that extra bump for the heart. So there's some things that, you need to do that might seem non-conventional, but by any means necessary, folks, So that's why I do my underwater stuff. So generally I go, if I had the time, I would go maybe 15 laps of underwater, you know, giving myself maybe a 5-second breather in between. Um, it works the lungs. Hey, baby. Huh? What time is it? It's 3:04. All right. All right, folks, it's time for me to start getting ready for this cookout. It's nice that my wife let me go ahead and dig this last minute dip, but it's time for me to get out and get prepared to jump in another pool, but at least not have to work and worry about doing little slaps and stuff like that, So I did this. I actually got in the pool very, very early this morning and did some laps. And who knows, when we come back from the cookout this evening, maybe I'll take my wife and we'll jump in here one more time, I don't know. Anyway, you folks take care, stay blessed, and thanks for watching. Let's keep those prayers up for my sister. She's really good people and deserves a shout. And another chance at romance. Isn't that something? A brother saying that. But she does. She needs to be treated right, you know? Until then, we're gonna make sure the world treats her right. All right, well, she's strong, able, capable, and has some stuff for you guys. So you just hang in there and trust that justice will be served. Thank you very much, VP Juicy. I see you're a rider. Thank you very much for riding with me, VP Juicy. Yes, love. We live with it. I wouldn't even say it. I would say, hey, look, I know. I'm plugged in. I got you. VP Juicy. Hey, this one's for you, VP. Let's do it. All right, babe. Coming out. This week I'm gonna try to get back to some strength, you know, get back to some strength, get back on that calisthenic bar on a regular basis and stuff. Ramp it up. You know, just treading water is great too, folks. Trying to get yourself up as high as possible in the water and just tread. Total body. Free of charge. All you gotta do is move. Hey. And breathe, you know? Just breathe and tread, breathe and tread. You know? Take it all in. Total body. Don't let your feet touch. Try to keep your shoulders up, head up out of the ground. At least keep your head up out of it. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good, folks. And I'm out. Tom Dog. Peace, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Check in later on.